Hey, this is episode 330. We are fast coming up to a year. It is Wednesday morning, and we are talking about something Matthew McConaughey said. And he said, in life, do not leave crumbs. What does that mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. Whatever decision you make, you've made it. Attack that decision. Make sure you give it your all. You put your heart, you put your heart and soul into it. You don't leave any crumbs. I believe Matthew McConaughey got this from his dad, and I believe that it's so true. Don't go half-heartedly into a decision. It's like a football match. I promise you, if you go into a tackle and you're a little bit cautious, you're a little bit wary, it's a 50-50 ball. If you go into that tackle, you're the one getting hurt. If you go in there and know full well that, do you know what? You go in there with all your heart, and you go in there as strong, as convicted, with conviction, not convicted, conviction, then do you know what? You will never get hurt. And that is, I'm not saying you'll never get hurt in life, but what I can promise you is if you go full throttle, if you give it your all, that is where you get the results. That is where you get the win. You don't go half-ass. Whatever you do not leave crumbs behind. You have to make sure that you leave nothing on the table. If you make a decision, you've committed to that decision and you move forward. I can give you 2 examples in my life, and both are business related. I could probably give you personal ones as well, but these are just... I'm acquiring a self-storage facility, and all of a sudden, as soon as somebody says, it's like you always want what you can't have. When I couldn't have it, when I didn't think I could have it, I wanted it, and now I know I can have it at agreed price, and we've settled, and we're about to go into, we've got the heads of terms, and we're about to officially go with contracts and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm thinking, no, do you know what, Dean? You can't. You need to stop this way of thinking. You need to go 100% full throttle, and we go for it, because that, if you're half-hearted, I promise you, that is when I will get hurt. And in terms of monetary, if I don't go full throttle into this, I've made the decision now, and so I've got to go for it. If I don't give it my all, if I'm not committed 100%, guess what's going to happen? The results are going to suffer. And that is exactly the same with your life. So whatever decision you make, you've got to make sure that you go 100%. If you've made the decision, guess what? You've made the decision now. You've got to make the best of it. And the only way you can make the best of it is if you don't leave any crumbs and you give it your all. You give it your heart, you give it your soul, and you get stuck in. I don't know why, but when I was making notes for this episode, Matthew McConaughey, I don't know how he related that to get the clothes out the night before. I have no idea how that relates. I'm trying to think of a segue into it. I'm thinking, I don't know how to connect the dots. But basically, I don't know if I can connect the dots, but I'm going to tell you, I know I've said it before on a previous podcast, when I go for a run, I make it easy for me to go for a run in the morning. So I go for a run before anybody in my house is up. And what I want to do is make it as easy as possible for me. And how can I do that the night before? What can I do the night before to make that decision to go for a run easy? And what I can do is make sure I get my clothes out. I don't have to scrat around in the dark looking for my shorts or my gym top or my coat or my hat or my gloves or anything. I get them out ready. Even my trainers, I get them all next to the door. So all I've got to do is slip on my shoes, my trainers. That's it. I make sure I get my clothes out the night before. And also decision fatigue as well, because during the daytime, in the morning, I eat really, really good in the morning. But as the day goes on, progresses, guess what? I start eating worse. And why is that? It's scientifically proven that we get decision fatigue. The more decisions we have to make, the less great our decisions become later in the day. We make poorer decisions later in the day. And so what you can do is to help you out in the morning, to help you out, is get your clothes out the night before. I'm a big believer in it, because then you're making future you's life much simpler. Another thing he says, I often think this when I'm having a drink. I normally have a drink on Wednesday nights. I like my little Wednesday night drinks. And all the time, it comes to 10:30? Yeah, 10:30. I'm a big stop out me. 10:30, because I like to get up early. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm in the mood now. I just want one next drink or one last drink. But what is that last drink going to do for you? It isn't. I'm not going to get the benefit of it, because as soon as I've had the drink, I'm going straight to bed. So I'm not going to get the benefit of feeling more tipsy, because by the time I feel more tipsy, I'm going to be in bed asleep anyway. So then what is the point for that last drink? So he summed it up with 2 things at the end. Don't have that extra drink and get your clothes out the night before. Set yourself up for success. And so that's what he does. And I 100% agree as well. The last drink thing, most people don't need that last drink. Most people don't. So don't have a last drink, because it's only you're robbing happiness from tomorrow to have it today with that last drink. Don't rob happiness from tomorrow. And setting yourself up for success, get the clothes out the night before, make sure it's easy to make them critical decisions. All right, my friends, tomorrow we're talking about life graph. So I can't wait for that one. All right, guys, girls, see you soon. Bye-bye.